Hello again, final community. It's time for another rummage in the record box. We've got two record boxes today, so let's see what we can find. We have Cockney Rebel and Judy Teen. She made me happy. So yeah, Cockney Rebel, great band, and the Judy Teen was a great hit for them in the 70s. Next up, we have Paul Anka's Diana, one of the great balladeers from the 50s, and Paul Anka. And on the B side, we've got Don't Gamble with Love. Then another one from the 50s, Little Darling by the Diamonds. And this is a really nice EP, this, because on the other side, you've got Chantilly Lace by the Big Bopper, who was also tragically killed in the same air crash as Buddy Holly and Ritchie Valens, and was referenced in Don McLean's American Pie. February made me shiver with every paper I'd deliver. Bad news on the doorstep. So Chantilly Lace, pretty face and a ponytail hanging down, a wiggle in the walk and the giggle in the talk, makes the world go round, round, round. So that's on this, as well as The Great Pretender by the harmony group, The Platters. And we'll take another one from here. One of the great singles from the mid-70s, Johnny Nash and I Can See Clearly Now. So yeah, a really great track from Johnny Nash, sort of soul singer, very upbeat. And then a nice cover with the Capitol building in Los Angeles. And this is Bob Seger. And we've got tonight one of Bob Seger's great ballads. He was a great rocker from Detroit, and did covers of Not Bush City Limits. And he's one of these people, I think his back catalogue is not available on Spotify or other streaming services. And therefore, you need to look out his catalogue on either Apple Music or iTunes rather than Apple Music, or the original on vinyl, such as this 45. And then a nice single from Two Tone, The Specials. And we have Ghost Town. Specials were, from Coventry, and a multiracial band, and Jerry Dammers and the other guys in the band were all for just making music and not worrying about the color of anybody's skin or anything like that. So Ghost Town, speaking about how the decline of industrial cities like Coventry and Birmingham and Manchester, and the troubles with race riots and the like. And yeah, this was a very powerful single at the time. Then I'm going to move to the other record box. This is the red box, which has the more special 45s, such as Lady Madonna by the Beatles. Yeah, there's Lady Madonna by the Beatles. On the B side, we have a track called The Inner Light, which I must confess I'm not familiar with. And interesting, on the back of the parlophone, green sleeve, you've got things about take good care of this high quality EMI record, check your stylus regularly. And there's also advertising for record tokens and telling you to read the record mail. Read the record mail. Also in the red box, we've got Imagine, the wonderful John Lennon. And on the B side, you have Working Class Hero. So in this box, or in this sleeve, we've got the Rolling Stones 5x5. We've got If You Need Me, Empty Heart, and 2120 South Michigan Avenue. So it's an EP with 5 tracks by the Rolling Stones. And I think the story goes about 2120 South Michigan Avenue is that I think it was either Muddy Waters or Howling Wolf, or perhaps both, were at Chess in the Chess studios in Chicago when the Rolling Stones were recording there in 1964, I think. Mick Jagger was so embarrassed to be singing in front of some of his heroes that he couldn't do the vocals for the song 2120 South Michigan Avenue. On the back, the other side, so there's 5 tracks. You've got Confessing the Blues and Around and Around, which is a great Chuck Berry number. So I don't know what the difference is between the orange 45 RPM Decca label and the blue swirl Decca 45. This one is, the A side is Memo from Turner by Mick Jagger. So this is a Mick Jagger solo rather than a Rolling Stones. Natural Magic is the B side on this, and Memo from Turner. Then I Can't Get No Satisfaction. So 1965, and probably the single that put the Rolling Stones on the map. The B-side is another great song, The Spider and the Fly. Another great Jagger and Richards, but here it's Nanker and Fledge, which was their non de plumes. So both performed by the Rolling Stones. And we have, I don't know if this is from 1967. Let's Spend the Night Together. So the Beatles are singing I Want to Hold Your Hand, and the Rolling Stones want to take it further and they want to spend the night together. And on the B side, Ruby Tuesday, which was covered by Melanie. So yeah, Ruby Tuesday, a great song. And Let's Spend the Night Together, a real rocker. And then, courtesy of Lennon and McCartney, we have one of the Stones' early singles, I Want to Be Your Man. I think that meant that the Stones got to number 2 in the charts. And then we have a famous picture sleeve. So an EP from the Sticky Fingers era. So the A side will be Brown Sugar, and then the real rocker, Bitch, is a great track. And then Let It Rock, which isn't on Sticky Fingers, but yeah, really cheeky cover this, and the jeans on the back, but not the zipper that you get with the LP. Then we have We Love You by the Rolling Stones from '67, and Dandelion. Then 2 other great ones, Honky Tonk Woman from '69, and on the B side, You Can't Always Get What You Want. So this is the Stones towards the end of the decade, and yeah, some great tunes on this single. Then we move to the Rolling Stones label with the Lips and Tongue and Angie, which we're not sure if that's about David Bowie's wife or a different Angie. I think it was used for campaigning for Angela Merkel in Germany. So interesting how the cover has got ripped a bit where the teeth are. So more Rolling Stones. We've got Have You Seen Your Mother, Baby, Standing in the Shadows. So the Rolling Stones, this time from 1966. And then again, a different sleeve. A lot of all of these Rolling Stones singles are from my wife's collection. That's one of the reasons I married her, was her excellent taste in music. So we've got Good Times, Bad Times, and on the other side, we've got the Bobby Womack song, It's All Over Now, which I also believe was recorded in '64 at the Chess Studios in Chicago, Illinois. Next up, I've got The Last Time, backed with Play with Fire. Again, 2 wonderful tracks. Then As Tears Go By, which was also recorded by Marianne Faithfull, and the fantastic 19th Nervous Breakdown, with that fantastic bass line played by Bill Wyman. Yeah, if you listen to the 19th Nervous Breakdown, you can hear him going down through the notes. I was going to say frets, but I think a bass guitar doesn't have any frets. So Nervous Breakdown, backed with As Tears Go By. And then I've got Not Fade Away, which was a Buddy Holly song. And Little by Little, which is credited to Fledge and Spector. So Phil Spector gets in on the act as well. And what else have we got? We're just getting near the end of the Ace fantastic singles collection that my wife has. And this is Come On, again, a Chuck Berry song. So yeah, Keith Richards was very influenced by Chuck Berry. And I think Chuck Berry's sort of greatest hits and Muddy Waters LP were two of the records at that famous meeting at Dartford Station when Keith Richards rekindled his friendship with Mick Jagger. And I think he says in interviews that he was going to steal the records that Mick Jagger had obtained through writing away mail order to the States. So Come On, written by Chuck Berry. And on the B-side is I Want to Be Loved by the great blues songwriter Willie Dixon. And if you go along to Chess Studios in Michigan Avenue or South Michigan Avenue in Chicago, you'll see the bass, the upright bass that Willie Dixon played on, and various other memorabilia of the Chess recording studios. And then I've got the one that is often the opener for a Stone set when you see them in concert. And this is Jumping Jack Flash, with a picture sleeve with Brian Jones holding a garden fork and looking very devilish. And the B-side has got Child of the Moon. And the last one from the red record box is Sweet Black Angel is the B-side. So this is from the XL on Main Street sessions. And the single was, of course, Tumbling Dice. And it's got the logo of the Tumbling Dice there as well. So quite a lot of Rolling Stones in this rummage in the record box. And I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope you know all these tracks by the Rolling Stones. Most of them would be on Rolled Gold, or there's a great CD collection of the London collection, which has A-sides and B-sides of the singles as well. And I look forward to seeing you next time for more rummage in the record box. And we'll go back to the big box since we've seen just about all the contents of the red box. So take care. Bye just now.